No weapon forged can stop me.
That was then. This is now.
What's that do?
Buffy, the vampire slayer that's
more overpowered than you think.
Into each generation a slayer is born. She alone will wield the strength and skill to fight the vampires, demons, and the forces of darkness. She is Buffy Ann Summers. Buffy's original appearance was from a movie which released 5 years before the series aired. The show draws inspiration from it, however it's treated as a sort of what-if introduction to Buffy, as the show contradicts certain rules from the movies, such as how vampires could easily fly. Aside from the WCW World Heavyweight Champion that plays a vampire, the movie contains many well-known celebrities, such as a well-known Batman.
Who's that alien? It's Affleck.
When her show began, Buffy was a sophomore being trained under perhaps the Council's greatest watcher, Rupert Giles. At first, Buffy resisted his guidance, trying everything she could to maintain a social life.
I didn't think there'd be vampires on campus, and I don't care.
However, over time, he taught her many lessons and ultimately became somewhat of a father figure to her. Perhaps too much of one at points.
You're not too busy having sex with my mother.
In addition to a great teacher, Buffy has her 2 ride-or-dies, Willow and Xander. While the list may grow and shrink, this lineup is the first official Scoobies. This team has saved the world countless times, being led by Buffy, who is basically a super soldier equivalent to that of Captain America. In terms of strength, she's able to effortlessly carry a few hundred pounds with very little effort.
These beans weigh quite a few hundred pounds.
Which way?
Fast enough to chase down this snake demon, which was outpacing a speeding car. And she's quick enough to react to a bear trap before it could close on her foot. And even take multiple blows from super strength demons wielding weapons, and it barely slows her down. She also has an accelerated healing factor, with cuts and bruises healing overnight, as well as a form of mental shield that she develops after someone tries hypnosis on her.
Did you really think you could desk me here when you couldn't below?
You have fruit punch mouth.
What?
Save the hypnosis crap.
She also has heightened senses and can feel when she's being watched. All this comes out to base Buffy. However, if you've seen the show, you probably remember Fusion Buffy, where Willow fused the essence of the Scoobies to Buffy, where she could then create shields that disintegrate minigun shots, turn missiles into birds, control the tech that was biogenetically integrated into Adam, as well as rip out his core and make it flash away. You may recall Willow granted the power of the Slayer to every potential future Slayer using the magic of Buffy's Slayer Scythe, otherwise known as... Screw that. We're gonna call it the Slayer Scythe. In the comics, once again using the magic of the Slayer Scythe, Willow discovers how to transfer the power of all thousands of Slayers to Buffy. In this form, she could easily cut through magical barriers like they were butter, though Buffy quickly gave the powers back after this encounter. There's one version of Buffy that soars high above the others. Before the first seed was destroyed, for more information on that, go check out my Willow video. The seed, along with the very universe itself, was rewarding Buffy for pushing her limits and the limits of humanity so far. The seed granted her flight, telescopic vision, able to see to other countries, enough strength to effortlessly lift a train above her head, even one-handed. And she's so fast she gives bullets multiple seconds of a head start and can still catch the bullet before Xander finishes pronouncing half a syllable. With this level of power, she was able to handle 3 kaiju-sized goddesses like they were fodder. It turns out Angel was also given the same boost, and they do the birds and the bees similar to when Clark and Lana did. However, those earthquakes were kinda weak by comparison to Buffy and Angel. Not only did they cause quakes that could be felt across the entire Arctic Ocean and destroy mountains that barely slowed them down, they caused hurricanes and raised the global temperature by 1.2 degrees. Thankfully, they decided to take it to space after that, where they finally ended up creating a new dimension. This dimension essentially worked like a holodeck from Star Trek, however it operated based on their thoughts. Anything they wish instantly became a part of their reality. They ultimately decide to leave the dimension to help their friends, which they were able to do pretty efficiently until the seed was broken. However, with Buffy leading the council of the book that lets you rewrite the rules of magic, Buffy could easily make herself Super Buffy again if she wished. But if Buffy cared about power, she would have never given up her Infinite Wish pocket dimension. Buffy's true strength comes from inside and her ability to push on no matter how much life hurts or what curveballs get thrown her way. And that's why she's
More overpowered than you would think.
2 interesting side notes about the Buffy comic. We find out Faith's last name is Lahane, and Spike captains a spaceship crewed by giant cockroaches. Just thought you should know that.
Bitch.